When it comes to Diddy's arrest, it's literally a matter of how long have you got? As time goes on, I believe that more charges will get added as the case deepens. But for now, let's just have a rundown of current events. Sean Diddy Combs was arrested last month on charges of racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking and transportation to engage in prostitution. And now P. Diddy is demanding investigators hand over any evidence they have against him as he prepares for his defense following his arrest. He currently faces allegations of sexual abuse, a combination of criminal and civil suits, and is being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York, while he awaits trial. Now, he was ordered to be held without bail despite his lawyers offering $50 million for bail and an in-home detention. After his first denial, it was reported that he appealed for bail yet another time, with his legal team claiming he doesn't hold a conceivable flight risk. In the new filing to the US Department of Justice, Diddy's legal team is requesting investigators turn over evidence they have against him in order to review the material in advance of a spring trial date. The document also states that Diddy continues to assert his right to a speedy trial and wanted it requested at that time for April or May of 2025. He has been granted the right to a speedy trial, which as of so far will take place in May of 2025. The filing requested access to material seized from him since authorities raided his Miami and Los Angeles homes in March. The government stated in the document that they have several terabytes of electronic material, including phones, laptops, tablets, hard drives, and cloud accounts from Diddy and third parties. They're also looking at physical evidence seized in the searches of the defendant's residence. Prosecutors are also looking through business records from financial institutions, phone companies, hotels, as well as airlines while building their case. Diddy's team said that the government also seized additional devices belonging to Mr. Combs at the time of his arrest about 3 to 4 weeks ago. We also understand that the government is only now beginning to review and copy these electronic devices, including those that were seized in March of 2024. The timely production of these materials is critical to Mr. Combs' ability to prepare his defense. It comes after he was arrested in New York. The 14-page indictment leveled against Diddy painted a stark picture, detailing allegations that he abused, threatened and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation and conceal his conduct across decades. Prosecutors also charged him with creating a criminal enterprise where members and associates perpetrated crimes such as sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. He's also accused of sexually abusing 120 victims. Among those are 25 children and a boy of the age of 9, says US lawyer Tony Busby. One of Diddy's lawyers, Erica Wolf, addressed the merciless allegations and said that Mr. Combs empathetically and categorically denies the accusations, and he continues to deny all allegations against him. Since Diddy's arrest, interestingly, some celebs that were connected and best friends to Diddy have since fled the country and not returned. And among these are two very interesting characters. And I wonder if the obstruction of justice will later turn into a murder charge regarding one of these individuals. Now, the first individual to flee the country, and I'm sure you're all aware of, is Usher. And this one's a little bit more complicated because Usher's involvement ties back to an individual by the name of Kim Porter. Kim Porter is an ex-lover to P. Diddy. And right before Kim Porter mysteriously died, it was reported that Kim was writing a book regarding P. Diddy and her time with him. And in there, she was going to release a lot of information. Now, one of these supposed allegations was that Kim Porter had came across some media footage or CCTV of Usher and P. Diddy engaging in some pretty ludicrous acts. And it's reported that Kim actually took this footage and had it herself. Not only that, but it was also alleged in Kim's book that it was P. Diddy that gave Usher an STD and landed him in the hospital. Interestingly enough, right before Kim's death, somebody mysteriously broke into her apartment and only seized and stole her laptops. They touched conveniently absolutely nothing else, i.e. try and steal the laptops that had the media footage of Usher and P. Diddy in the acts. Now, Kim's never had her say or chance of say in the matter, and that's because at the age of 47 on November the 15th in 2018, Kim died of lobar pneumonia after several days of flu-like symptoms. Now, another interesting character on this list is another former lover of P. Diddy, and that's J-Lo. Back in 1999, P. Diddy was allegedly involved in the shooting of 3 individuals that left them in a severe condition. And one of the alleged victims in this case maintained the same story throughout, and that was the fact that she had stated that it was Sean Combs that shot her. For the shooting, P. Diddy was actually chased down by police and apprehended, and when he was apprehended, he was alongside Jennifer Lopez. Now, Jennifer Lopez only remained behind bars for 14 hours, and she had always maintained that P. Diddy was innocent in the case, even going as far as stating that she would testify for P. Diddy if need be. It's actually been reported that these are worries that J-Lo's team has seen and advised her to leave the country as soon as possible. Since then, J-Lo has flown over to Italy, and it's since been stated that J-Lo now just wants to live a normal life. Now, some close friends to P. Diddy after his arrest also vanished. These include Leonardo DiCaprio, Jay-Z, and Kevin Hart. Now, amongst all this madness, it's also been stated that there is thousands of terabytes of data. And for anyone that's unaware, that is a lot. And it's alleged that there is a lot of media regarding these so-called freak-offs. In the freak-offs, it's also alleged that P. Diddy would get involved, or he would sit, watch, and just pleasure himself. The whole time that these freak-offs were happening, they were also recorded. Now, this could have been used for blackmail or Diddy's pleasure, or simply both. Either or, these are just some of the recent details regarding everything that's going on with P. Diddy's current case. This is just a small opener as we start to get into the more concrete details surrounding the case. Only that, but we also start to look into some of the alleged accusations that have been surrounding P. Diddy over the years. As always, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below.